Right. Okay, let's start. So last day we were discussing about domain name. So actually we are in the middle of HTML lesson, and we have already discussed some basic stuff. So let me just go through. We just discussed about what is internet. So basically internet is, we call that two or more interconnected computers or computing devices. Two or more. There should be two or more. How they are connecting using wired or wireless media. So we done about that, wired or wireless media. And actually the purpose is resource sharing or communication. Resource sharing or communication. So that is the purpose. So it is easy to remember why you talk with each other. So you just think about you and your friend. So why you are talking with each other, the reason is either to give some information or to share a resource. So maybe you can borrow a book, you can borrow a pen, you can share a note. So these are some facts, some things, some reasons that you are connecting to each other. Similar to that, the computers are also connected. The reason is, so reason number one is wired. So reason number one is communication, and reason number two is resource sharing. So internet is the world's largest public network, and we learn about that. Also, we discuss about the history that I'm not going to repeat today. So, but we have discussed that. And the next thing is we have discussed about this HTML, hypertext markup language. And also we discuss about the services of the internet. So internet, so basically main service is web, World Wide Web. We discuss about that. That is introduced by Tim Berners-Lee, 1989. So that is the main thing, main service. And other than that, there are many other services like email and video conferencing, file transferring, instant messengers, news groups, remote access. There are many such services. Even cloud computing is also a service of the internet. And there are three kind of cloud services. So we learn about them as well. So, and one more thing, actually internet provide the infrastructure. Internet is not a service. Internet provide infrastructure here. It provide infrastructure to many services, including World Wide Web. If you have not received the note, please tell me, send me a message. I'll send this to your WhatsApp. Just send me a WhatsApp message and I'll send this note. Then you can refer to that. Go through that. Okay. Then, so when we discuss about this Tim Berners-Lee's introduction of World Wide Web, then we discuss about other services and especially about the cloud service. Actually, this is there in the last lesson, but still I gave you some introduction to cloud services. SaaS, SaaS, software as a service. That means, so think that you don't have photo editing software, but still you can go to web and you can just access a website like photofia.com, and it is immediately available to you. You can see it's immediately available. So photofia.com, that is immediately available, and you can do photo editing using this. So this is online, but these are called SaaS, SaaS, software as a service, because you don't want to consider much. If you want to edit a pic, you can just open it and start editing. No need to install the software, no need to download the software. Still, you can edit it. So that is easy. The reason is these SaaS services or software as a service, SaaS. So that is why we can edit this software, edit these pictures without installing the software. It is very easy. After that, you can export or download that. So similar to that, you have Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides. So these are also SaaS services, software as a service. And another thing is PaaS, platform as a service. PaaS or platform as a service. In this PaaS or in this platform as a service, right? In this PaaS or platform as a service, so it is, right? It is basically providing you the installed operating system and the computer, right? It is providing the PaaS services, providing operating system right? Operating system as well as the computer. Then you can set up your software environment or your development. So mostly software developers use this. So they put their development environment into this and start developing the software. That is PAAS. You will get the operating system and the computer. The last one, IaaS, you will only get the infrastructure. So that is also a service in the cloud environment. Cloud is actually one service in the internet, but there are three main category of services: SAS, PAS, IaaS. IaaS is basically used by the network and hardware people. So network and hardware people, they are basically, it's given, the hardware platform is given. So when hardware platform is given, they are configuring, installing software, installing operating system, everything they need to do. So only the hardware platform is taken because they need to set up it from the scratch. They need to do by themselves. That's why they are putting basically networking people. They need to configure the operating system even. That's why they want IaaS services. Right, then, so we learn this both, right? We will learn how to do in this lesson. Actually, this is not there in A-level ICT, but still we will be learning SAS we have already done, a cloud-based environment, but we will try to implement PAS too, PAS service. So we will try to put a web server in our cloud environment, Right? Let's try this. So as a additional exercise, just to get an idea what is PAS, or we can try IaaS too. IaaS, but IaaS is a bit difficult because you need to set up the operating system as well. But when PAS, the OS will be pre-installed and you can use it. So SAS you can always try with Google Docs, Google Sheets, Photopia like websites. Okay, then we learn about website and web page. Website and also web browser. Website is a collection of pages under a single domain. Website is a collection of web pages under a single domain. Web browser is the software, right? Web browser is a software which is used to view web pages, and search engine is a special web-based software which is used to discover other web pages. So understand the difference clearly. Web browser is used to view any website you can use using web browser. Web browser is also called web client because internet has two infrastructures. We learn about that. One is client server, the other one is peer-to-peer. In the client server infrastructure, server is providing the service, and client is using that. Right? Server is providing the service and clients using that. That is client server infrastructure. In the peer-to-peer infrastructure, two computers are connected. So both parties can provide the service and both parties can receive the service. It is just like mutual connection. So similar to you and your friend talking to each other. So that is similar to that. And that is very simple, but client server architecture is where a server is providing service. Today we will experience that. We will do some practicals and we will experience this client server architecture, as well as we will learn how to set up a web server, and we will learn how to host a website and how to assign a domain. And what is a domain? Actually, we have learned that, but we will experience that. So today's task is that. And next is, then we did this comparison, snail mail and email, snail mail, real mails, and also emails. We did that comparison. And also, we learn about these two in architectures. I said that already, client server architecture and peer-to-peer architecture. Client server architecture is where server is providing the service and client is accessing that. And peer-to-peer architecture is basically face-to-face, two computers just connected through internet. Most of the services in the internet delivered through client server architecture. Most of the services in the internet delivered through the client server architecture. Today some are missing in the class, but I have actually put this message earlier, but I don't know why. Sometimes due to power issue, right? But anyway, I'll record the session, give it to you. Because I think 2 or 3 are missing. Okay, that's okay. So let's continue. Then the domain name, we learn about that. Domain name is a unique name. It's like, you know, in locally in Sri Lanka. So we have shops, and these shops are having names. Shops are having unique names assigned to them. Okay, think about not just shops, organizations. So let's think about that, right? So example, Sampath Bank. So you know there is only one Sampath Bank. So there are branches, but as a brand, only one Sampath Bank in Sri Lanka. Let's say commercial bank, only one commercial bank in Sri Lanka. So let's say let's think about some other thing like, okay, Odell, there's only one. Media, Fashion Bar. So those are just unique things, unique organizations. They are having a name. They also have address, but we can't remember the address. No, address is inconvenient. So if you remember all the addresses where, okay, there is a dress, let's say there is a shop, or there is a kind of organization, there is a bank, and you know the address of the bank, not the name. So it is inconvenient. It is inconvenient to discover. It's difficult to remember. So especially we are not good in remembering numbers, right? Especially we are not good in remembering numbers. So that's why we have phone book. When we have phone book, we can save the numbers with names easily. Then we can discover names because we can recall them easily. Similar to that, in the internet environment is not like our local environment. Local environment is a very limited space. It is only limited to Sri Lanka. But let's think about the global environment. So when it is connected to the internet, we call it global village. It's single. It's a single unit. Everyone connected to the internet is in a single village virtually. That is called global village. So in web, so web also, these are some companies. These are like shops. A web is a shop. Right? Simply, web is a shop, or it can be organization, or it can be institute, or it can be some non-government organization, something. So anyway, it's like in the real world, we can see the shops and all. In the virtual world, those are websites. So these websites are also having unique names. These unique names are given by who give these unique names? I said this last week. Who assigned these unique names? What is the organization? Yes, come on. What is the organization assigning these unique names? Can you remember? Yes. What is the organization? It is called ICANN. So if you cannot remember, it is called ICANN, Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. So please remember these terms, very important. Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, ICANN here. Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, and they are the people providing these unique names in the internet environment, the websites. Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. Actually, they are assigning an IP address. So IP address, you know, IP address is an address in the, so I said that, what is IP address? We learned that as well. So please watch the previous lessons if you missed that. So because I can't do everything today, otherwise like it will take more time to revise. Even though you cannot remember, I still recommend you, please go and watch these videos. There are 3 videos previously. So we have started and we have done 3 lessons related to this. Please go and watch that. But fortunately, we have not started any practical. So we are going to do that today. But for the theoretical lessons, which will be there in the examination, you can just refer to those videos. ICANN, or Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, that is the company, that is the organization assigning these unique names. Actually, we are not buying from ICANN. ICANN is the factory. ICANN is giving authorization to some resellers. So factory has given this to outlets. We buy from the outlets. So LK domain outlet is where we buy the LK domain. .lk. .lk is, it belongs to Sri Lanka. but actually we are reporting to ICANN, but .lk is in Sri Lanka. We buy it from the Monato University. So they are maintaining this .lk domain. So remember, this can be asked in the examination, right? It's maintained at Monato University as a .lk domain, but they are just outlet, right? They are just resellers. The original seller is ICANN. ICANN, mataka tiyagana lazy. ICANN. So ICANN, but ICANN, Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. They are actually issuing these names, right? Please remember these things. They are also issuing a public and static IP address. A public IP address, static. Static means not changing. Right? Internet Corporation was assigned names and numbers, and they are issuing these unique addresses. And actually, so translation of this address to number, they are also issuing this public and static IP address. So I hope you can remember what is IP address. We learn about that. IP address is basically IP address version 4 is 32-bit 4-portion dotted octet binary number. I'll show you again. So what is it? And these public static IP addresses and conversion between these domain names and IP address is done by something called DNS, domain name system. There is a protocol or set of rules which maintain this connection between the IP addresses and domain names. Okay, so you can write down that is also important. The term protocol. So under that, please write down. This is not there in the note, so you can write down in your book or the note itself if you have it. Protocol. It is a set of rules to be followed in network communication by the connected devices. And the transmission media, connected devices and transmission media. Transmission media. What has happened? Transmit, it is correct. Sure. SION or TION? What has happened? Transmission. SION? Sorry, I forgot it. I don't know why. This can sound suddenly it has happened to me. I forgot the spelling. So please write down that. Yes, it is S, double S. Right, that is protocol, a set of rules to be followed by network communication by connected devices and transmission media. I really like if you can talk, right? Connected devices and transmission media. Okay. Then examples. Examples, you can say TCP, that is transmission Control protocol. So we will learn this in networking chapter. Still, we didn't learn the networking chapter. We will learn this in the networking chapter more. So this is TCP protocol. Then IP. Another thing is IP. That is Internet Protocol. Actually, TCP IP works together as a protocol suite. It's a protocol suite. It's working together. DNS is also a protocol that is called domain name system. Protocol කියන්නේ මොනවා හරි rule set එකක්, a set of rules. Domain name system is also a protocol. Then you can say RIP, rest in peace. No, it is router information protocol. That is also a protocol, router information protocol. There are more. We will learn this in the networking chapter. And you have something called POP, that is post office protocol, which is used in emails. Post office, which is used in emails. So these are some. There are a lot of protocol. HTTP, that is also needed. HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol, that is used by web. Hypertext transfer protocol, which is used by web. Hypertext transfer protocol. So please write down this. Right, okay. So then let's move to the next part. So now you know what is a protocol, what is DNS, basics. But these are a lot of terms, right? That's why the lot of terms are there here. That's why you need to understand the interconnection between these. So what is IP address? It is Internet Protocol address. Actually, it is also related to Internet Protocol. The protocol says this is the type of address. Protocol is like syllabus. It's setting the rules. So according to these rules, there are a lot of things. Even the address is according to the IP address, Internet Protocol address. Okay, last week we learned about the address, and this is it. The IP address is, right, any network device connected will get this IP address. It is 32-bit. It has 32 bits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, another 8, another 8, 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 32. 4 portion, you have 4 places separated by dots, 4 portions, dotted. 8 by 8, there's a dot, and it's a binary number, and it is represented in decimal. I hope you can remember binary to decimal conversion, so you can convert this, all zeros is 0. So this is the 0000, this is minimum IP address, minimum IP version 4 address. The maximum IP version 4 address is all ones, 1111, 1111. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it is 255. How? You have to add 1 plus, 2 plus, 4 plus, 8 plus, 16 plus, 32 plus, 64 plus, 128. When you add that, you will get 255. Any valid IP address version 4, any valid address should be between 0 to 255. 0 to 255. So this is valid because all the octets are between 0 to 255. This is also valid. All are between 0 to 255. This is invalid. Why? So there is something which is exceeding this 255. So that is invalid, which cannot be that. So you need to identify valid IPs, invalid IPs. And meanwhile, tell me how to check UIP. How to check UIP?
Using the
Yes.
ping command.
We did that.
Using the ping command.
Yes. How to check UIP? Please tell me. Netoli, how to check UIP?
Using the ping command.
Netuli, I can't hear you. Can you speak again?
Using the ping command.
Yeah, using PING command, you can check IP address of some other thing. PING command here, when you go to the terminal, or in your case, it is command prompt. Walage computer, in your computers, this is called command prompt. You can type PING www.google.com. That way you can find out the IP address of Google. This is public and static IP address of Google. That is ping command, but this is to find out some external IP. This is public and static IP address of Google 172.217.194.103. This is Google's IP address. You can check it. Ping space the domain name. So then if you want to find your IP address, it is IF config. In your case, IP config, right? IF config is working for Linux and Mac. Linux, Mac, in Linux and Mac OS, it is IF config. So my IP address is here 192.168.1.4. That is my IP address, 192.168. But this is private IP. This is not public IP. So if I want to find my public IP, I can go to Google and ask, what is my IP? So then Google list, right here you can say Google list me my public address. This is my public address. But this is not public, this is public, this is not static. This is changing. This is dynamic. Time to time, this is changing based on our ISP. And based on what ISP assigned to us, time to time, because these public IPs are shared. Right? These public IPs are shared. Right? Okay. So then you need to remember these commands, Pute. So this was asked in the examination. That's how to check your IP in Windows. Access the command prompt and access the command prompt and type ipconfig command in Mac or Linux. Access the terminal and type ifconfig. So please write down to view the public IP, go to Google and type what is my IP. To view IP address of given domain, type PING space the domain. So example for this, you can say PING www.google.com will return IP address of Google. Okay, so these are the important commands we can use here. So please write down them and let me know once you are done. Right. Now we have some fundamentals. We know fundamentals, and also we know practically how to check these things. Now we have come to a certain point. So we learned that every connected device has an IP address. So this out of that we learned there is a so internet is basically offering service. It has two architectures: client server architecture, peer-to-peer architecture. We learn about that. Internet is offering this. It has two architectures: client server, peer-to-peer. In the client server architecture, one has to provide the service, the other has to receive the service. And to providing and receiving services, they are using protocols. A protocol is a set of rules. Actually, it's kind of a syllabus. It says what to follow when communicating. And so then we learn a service providing entity, especially a website, it has a domain. Domain is a unique name given to the service providing entity or the server in the client server architecture. Who translate domain to IP, IP to domain? It is DNS protocol. Then we learn about, so what are the domains? Then this domain has subdomains, and who provide domains? I can provide domains, but you can buy domains from their outlets, they are resellers. Resellers are GoDaddy, iPower, Namecheap, these are resellers. Just some examples, but there are a lot of resellers around the world. And .lk domain is also a country-specific domain which we can buy from the university. Actually, that is also issued by ICANN, but the thing is, our reseller, if you want to buy that, you need to be Sri Lankan, and if you want to buy that, you can buy from University of Moraturu. And top-level domain are the domains with special meaning. So there are a lot of top-level domains. These are some examples. So com is commercial, .info is information. Likewise, these are some higher level domains, right? Higher level domains. And so then, other than the domain, you have something called subdomain. So think about Google, google.com, the top level is .com. Google.com, top level is .com. Google.com is the domain name assigned to the Google corporation, Google company. But they have subdomains: mail.google.com, maps.google.com, docs.google.com, earth.google.com, sheets.google.com, images.google.com, news.google.com, videos.google.com. Likewise, they have different subdomains. So that is the nature. No need to have a single domain. No need to write everything. No need to include everything in a single domain. Because if you have a large company like Google offering different services, Google offering image search in images.google.com, video search in videos.google.com, video.google.com, Google providing news, news.google.com, Google providing email, mail.google.com, Google providing maps, maps.google.com, Google providing cloud services such as Google Docs, so docs.google.com, sheets.google.com, slides.google.com, Google providing Earth view, so that is earth.google.com, Google providing a cloud environment, that is console.google.com or Google Cloud. So likewise, these are some examples, right, of subdomains. So if you are a large company like Google, you also need subdomain. And more interesting story of this subdomain, actually when you host, today we are going to do that, when you host a website, you will also receive a subdomain. Not a main domain, you will receive a subdomain. Reason is, main domain you need to purchase. But these, if you already purchase a domain, you can provide subdomains to your friends for free. Any number of subdomains you can free. Right? But you have to purchase a domain first. Once you purchase a domain, you can provide subdomains. That is easy. Right, let's see. Let's create a hosting account and understand this very well. So now you have the theoretical idea. I want you to understand the practicals. Therefore, let's create a hosting account. So you can follow these steps using your mobile phone, or you can follow this using your laptop or computer. I prefer if you can use a laptop or computer, but still, if you don't use a laptop or computer, still you can use your mobile phone, right, to do the same. But follow the instructions and do this. First of all, I would like if one of you can share your screen then I can help one of you. Then others can follow them. So, okay, who's going to share the screen? Anyone like to share the screen? I have enabled screen sharing. Anyone can do, doesn't matter. So actually the one who can do this will get more experience. So no need to have knowledge, I'll guide. The one who can do that will get more experience. So please do that. Please use this as an opportunity. Don't wait till the others. Yes, 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 please take the opportunity, share the screen. Okay, Netuli, yes, please share it. Yeah, it's okay. Others can also follow.
I share.
Okay, okay. Netuli, others also follow Netuli. So that's why I said if you share, then you will get more benefits. And because I'm going to help the one who share and others can follow. Right, okay. Others, I don't know whether you are doing or not. But if you really share, then you can be happy because you can follow. You can even share the mobile phone screen. So that's also possible, right? Anyway, I hope that others will follow now. So cheating yourself is the biggest cheat, right? Don't cheat yourself. That is the biggest cheat. So be careful, follow it. And today I'm going to do this and I'm going to write a basic code using HTML, the very basic website. And then, so let's learn about the basic tags. So that is about today's lesson. Then next day we can learn some advanced concepts. Not advanced, actually some other concepts related to this. Okay, please search 000webhost.com. Or please access the URL. Please type that 000 bindu tunak webhost web host. Yes, you have to write that as a single, not 000 webhost.com. Okay, press enter and you will be navigated to a website like this. And if you are getting any error, please let me know. I'll help you to correct that. Sometimes due to this Cloudflare check-in, sometimes you might get errors. But in case if you are getting errors, please let me know, then I can help. Make a load when sometimes this will not be loaded. So in that case, please let me know. Anyway, I'll provide you the recording. You can watch the recording also. So why I am giving this? This is actually not related. This is not needed in the A-level classes. Normally, most of the teachers, I know that they are not doing this. Because in the examination, this won't be tested. They won't ask how to host account, how to put a domain, how to get a subdomain. They won't ask these questions. For sure, they won't give the questions. But when you do this, you will understand what really happens. So that is the idea. When you understand what really happens, you don't want to buy hard. You can answer the paper easily. You don't need to buy hard. That is the idea. Okay. Now please scroll down. Scroll down and there you can see there's something called free web hosting. Can you see? Scroll up a bit. Scroll up a bit. A little more, please. Little more, a little more. Okay, that is enough. Oh, that is too much. So little down. Okay, here you can see free web hosting. It is $0 per month. So we really like this because it is free, right? You don't want to pay. You will get one website and you will get 300 megabyte speed, which is more than enough to your fundamental learning. And you will be having a bandwidth limit, but don't worry, your website will not be accessed by thousands of people. In case you have to pay and get a good plan, right? If you have like limited bandwidth, you can expand that by paying some more value. So that you can do. But for the moment, let's go for the $0 plan. So let's move down. Oh, not that much. Further. No, not further down, further up. Move up. Oh, you can see now. Here underneath of this, you can see free sign up. So please click that. So it is $0 plan. Under that, you have free sign up. Then please provide, you can log in with your Gmail as well. That is easy step. What are you going to do? Are you going to log in with Gmail or? Okay, let's log in with Gmail. Yeah, you can log in with Google. Log in with Google. Please click login with Google. Then it will be asking your Google account. You can just remember the decision. You can type your email and confirm it. Email and the password. That is easy. Or you can create an account as well. Or you can create a free account. Okay, type your email and give the password. That won't be captured, don't worry. So they are giving only the authentication token. So your email will not be hacked. If you have doubt, what you can go is go back. Please go back and create an account. Yes, type your email. Type your email, an email that you can access. Then type a password and repeat the password. Nithuli, please do that. Type your email, type a password and confirm the same password. Is that email really available? Nithuli@gmail.com. Don't give fake mails. Sorry?
So it is available, but I cannot remember the password correctly.
Then you have to give a email which you can remember the password. Otherwise, like go back. You have failed the captcha password. This is. Or if you can remember the Facebook password, you can log in with the Facebook. Whatever. Or create a Gmail account. Otherwise, you can't do this. Right.
I will create an account and log in.
All right. Okay. You can create an account. So, meanwhile, Linoja, can you share? Or Varun? Anyone? Can one of you share? Linoja, Varun? Linoja, you can share, I think. Oh, Varun, you can also share. So it is not a big thing. I'll help you. Don't worry. Don't be afraid. I'll help you. Right. Please type the email that you have created and then so let's try to log in. Have you actually created the account? First of all, you have to create the account, right?
Yes, I logged in with Gmail.
Sorry?
I logged in with Gmail.
Are you logged in? All right, log in with Gmail. Right, that can also be done. So try it again. No, don't close that. Go to the, here, yes, go to the sign in with Google. Then select your Gmail account. Yes. So that is also possible. Without creating an account, you can do this. But that will also give you this member screen. Or you can create an account and activate it by using your email and login it. Right? When you create the account, the activation mail will come. When you create the account, activation mail will come. Right, okay, then you can actually you can skip this. It's not my first redo. You can say take me to the panel. Can you see this small? All right, you can skip that. Here you can skip, yes, skip it. Then you have to give a name of the project. You can give your name to that without any spaces. You can give your name without any spaces. That will be your website domain name. Oh, I think you have right, the password. Can you remember this password if you submit this? So that is my question. This is generated password. You can untick the generated password. Show generated password, you can untick it. Show generated password, you can untick, and you can type your own password. You can type your own password. Right? When you type your own password, you have to remember the password, right? Okay. Type a password that you can remember, then submit. Okay, wait until it. If you tried this several times, sometimes it can give an error. All right, okay, no issue. Your website is created. Okay, next is, after doing that, next is upload in your site. You can see here, this is upload in your site. So that is the next step. Okay, now what you are seeing in this screen, still it is empty, let it load. What you can see in this screen after selecting the upload site, so that is a server environment. Actually, you won't feel that as a server. You can only feel that as a web page or some kind of interface. But actually speaking, it is not a web page. It is your server environment. You can see the files in your server, right? If it is not loading, you can try to refresh that. So I think your browser is not updated, seems. But anyway, let's give a try. Try to load that, reload that again. If it is not loading, do you have Google Chrome? So can you try with Google Chrome, the same thing? Can you try with Google Chrome, please? So let me log in and show you. So I have already created, therefore I'm using sign in. and I can use my email for signing. So let's log in. Okay, let's try to go to the web page again. Okay, when you see, right, this is second time, actually I'm logging for the second time, and you can see it has already created my website actually. So let's manage the website. So this is where when I log in for the second time, right? First time you have to do the steps that Netuli has done, and after I'll be navigated to the file manager. After I'll be navigated to the file manager, and let's go to the file manager from here. And upload files, then it will be navigating to the same location. I think Netuli, you can see the same place. So we are something like this.
Yes,
Is it the thing that you can see, Netuli? You can see that, right, in your stream?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you share it and show me if possible? Then others can also see. So I really recommend Linoja, Varun, please do that. I really recommend you to do this. Otherwise, you won't get idea. Actually, what you are seeing here is what you can see here in this screen is the server interface. It is actually files in your server. So what this 000 web host has done, they have given a portion of their server to you now. They have given a portion of right. So you can see, so this is what you can see. This is actually the shared space to you in their server. So server is, as I said, server is a fast machine. Server is a high-end machine. Server is a powerful machine. Server has a high processing power because server can give simultaneous service. But you can really feel very slow loading, right? The reason is not because of the server. The reason is because of your bandwidth, your internet connection, and how you are accessing the server. So it is not slow. It is giving you fast internet access. Everything is there. But the thing is, our connection to the server is slow. So that's the reason that we can't, that's the reason why we can't load this easily. Okay. So the main folder is of this website is called public_HTML. In some websites, in some web servers, this folder is named as, please remember this name, htdocs. In some cases, in some web servers, you will get htdocs. So my letters are not clear. Let me write that. Some web servers, htdocs is the main folder. Right? You will get either public HTML or htdocs. Either this one or this one. What is this? Actually, this is your main folder. This is main folder. Main folder of the server related to your hosting account. And this is where you put your files. This is where you put your files. Please remember that, or you can just have a snapshot, or just remember. How you can remember easily by doing the practical. Now let's go inside the public HTML. Double click inside, double click and go to the public underscore HTML. Nethuli, yes, double click and open that. Public HTML, and now you are inside that. HT access is a special permission file which will set permission to your server directory, because actually you can't allow everybody to come and see your server folder. You have some restrictions. This HT access is giving that restrictions. It's a text file actually. You can open it. If you want, you can just open it. But in your examination, they won't ask about this file. Here actually this says PHP value display errors 1. Means if you get any PHP errors, PHP we will learn in future, right? This is also a future lesson. If there are any errors, it will be displayed. So, but if you make display errors 0, any PHP errors will not be displayed. So likewise, this is a setting file, right? This is a setting file. Okay, close it. You don't want to modify that. Just close it. So let's do some modification. Actually, we are going to add HTML file to this. So you can go to new file. I think it's here. Yes, this one. This is new file. Then please give the name. So this is actually practice. Give the name index.html. This is a practice. I'll tell why we have to give this name. You can give any name. A HTML file can have any name, but the extension should be HTML or HTML. Extension can be this extension can be HTML or HTML. HTML. Both are acceptable. This can be either HTML or this can be HTML. Both are acceptable. You can give any name. This is your file name. Name can be anything, but the reason here why we give index, because it is the default way of naming. Default way of naming means when you access your website, this file will be automatically accessed. Okay, let's try to access your website. To access the website, please click on the file. Then don't edit it for the moment. You can close it. Here you can see the preview button, the third one. When you view that, you can see your website. So let it load. I think your internet connection is a bit slow. Okay, here you can see. No. Don't like stop. Keep sharing, keep it shared. Then we can understand what's going on. Don't stop the sharing with this. So let it share it. Tuli, is it struck again? Okay, let me show this now. So you have to go inside this public.html, public_html. Public_html. You have to go inside that. And then you have to open a file called index.html. Actually, I'll go to edit that file. This pencil is for editing. So I have added a code. I'm going to remove this code, everything. And after that, I'll save this time, save and close. So now the file is empty. I'm going to preview it. When I preview, you can see empty page. And it is, you can see the URL. It is freestack.000webhostapp.com. And Nethuli's one, I saw that it is nethuli.000webhostapp.com. This is Nethuli's website. It is empty, but valid. It is empty, but valid. Without typing index.html, still you can access that. That is why I said that is the default name. If you don't type index.html, still you can access this way. This is Nethuli's website. I saw that URL when you share the stream. Okay, Nethuli, one thing. So please do this. I can check whether you have done or not. How? So please edit this. Go back, edit it, and type your name there. You can type your name, your full name. Don't write any code, just write your full name. Don't write any other code, just write your full name. Once you are done, save and close. Once you are done, save and close. Okay, I can check whether she has done that. How? If I refresh this. This is her website. Once she done this, once she has completed, I'll be able to see her name in this page. Still, she has not completed. I'm struck like this. You have to type the name and save and close. Still not. Let's wait. I think time is enough now. She don't get any other errors. Time should be enough to you to update the page. Still no update. I'm the only visitor visiting her website now, but you can also visit. So
My browser is stuck.
Sorry?
Browser is stuck.
Browser is stuck. So you can just reload the browser and do it. Okay, let me update my name here. So what I have done, I have just wrote my name, save and close. And let me share this. And this is my website. I'll share the link with you. Whatever I'm writing is now available to you. You can click on the link and see. So this is my website. Okay, do you know easy way of defacing or easy way of hacking? So if you are bored, I can teach you. But don't try this. Don't cheat your friends like this. A very easy way of hacking. You can go to, okay, let's go to Intigo window. Sorry, incognito. Let's go to the incognito and let's type facebook.com. Okay, this is the Facebook login screen. You can see that. Let me take a screenshot of this. I'm going to take full screenshot of the page. Okay, done. Then I'm going to upload this to the website. Let me close this. I'm going to upload this to my website. How? Can go to the file manager here. Then I can upload here. There's download. There's the upload button. Here, upload files. Select files. I'll select my screenshot. This is it. Is it? Oh, this is it. So let's rename this as IM2, simple name, IM3, something simple. Adding that. You can see it's uploaded. Okay, very easy way is let's edit it. I can say imgsrc equal im3.png, my file name. That's it. Save and close. If you visit my page now, you can see the Facebook interface. So you can try to visit. I have already shared that. What these people are doing. Right? I have already shared that. If you visit that, you can see. But remember that this is not actually a Facebook website. This is a screenshot of this. So what hackers are doing? So these are not hackers actually. Basic phishing attack. And what they are doing? Text. They will put a text box to here. On top of this, they are putting a text box. On top of this, they are putting a text box. Then they will link, when you log in, when you click this button, it will be linked to another page. That page is saved in your username and password. So by doing this, you can easily capture somebody's, like if they are not really aware about these phishing attacks, you can capture their email, username and password easily, because they don't look at these URL. What they are doing, they will simply type their username and password. Okay, let's say you can ask your friend one thing. So I'm teaching bad things. I'm to blame, right? So maybe you can send your friend like this. Okay, may please. So I have one picture with me. Can you please like this? So then your friend asking, it's asking my Facebook username. Yes, it will ask your Facebook username and password because it is in Facebook. Can you please log in and do this very soon? Because I need, I have applied for a competition. So can you like it? So when you like it, I'll get some marks. He will not get marks. You are going to cheat your friend. Right? What actually you are going to do to mask this? Right? Because you can't send this and ask your friend to do that. No? So basically, they are sending this URL shortening like bit.ly. Bit.ly is for URL shortening. Normally, what you are doing, you are not sending the original. Instead of that, you are sending something like this. When you type the original URL and shorten it, and you'll get some kind of thing, and you can send your friend, hey bro, I have applied for a competition, can you just put a like? So this is the link. So bit.ly URL, it looks shorter, so you cannot see anything. You will click, your friend will click that, innocent friend will click that, and he will see the interface. Anyway, it is blocked because potential harmful. It thinks that this is something it is taking, right? It's good. Anyway, so let's say you have sent this one. So you can there are some other services other than bit.ly. There are some other services too. Okay, let's say you send this URL to your friend. Right. Then your friend is viewing. Your friend is viewing this website. Your innocent friend will think, I have to type the username and password and like my friend's post. So he's typing username and password in the box that you have provided. What will happen? This username and password will be captured and saved in your server. Your server means this is your server, right? This is your server environment. You can keep another file to get the username and password saved. So that is called phishing attack. So some attackers are interested in doing phishing. Phishing means trapping a user to type something and get their credentials. Okay, so that is something additional. But let's learn how to write a basic HTML before hacking and trapping. Before phishing, we have to learn about basic HTML. So I'm going to remove this code and would like to tell you the basics of a website. You can apply the code in there after I explain. Still, I didn't explain IP version 6. I'll do that next day, right? Still, I didn't explain this. Okay, web page, as I said, is a single document. It is created using hypertext markup language, HTML. Website is a collection of related web pages. But web page is a single document. But it is collection of hypermedia, hypertext, and which is linked and embedded. So this hypermedia, hypertext is linked to this. Hypertext means descriptive text. Hypermedia means descriptive media. So media and text will be integrated with this. And it is a single document created using HTML. If you search how HTML derived, how HTML was started. HTML derived from SGML, Standard Generalized Markup Language. That is the father of HTML, SGML. So father of HTML is actually Tim Berners-Lee. Father of web is Tim Berners-Lee. He has created HTML and this web pages concept, right? So HTML was created based on the standard generalized markup language. So I would like to tell you something. Markup is like makeup. Markup is similar to makeup. You are not going to do anything new, but you are going to decorate the existing things. You know what makeup can do? Makeup can decorate existing things, but it cannot create something new. It cannot create something new, but it can decorate something. So that is like makeup. So this markup can make up the text and images and also media and display it in the web page. What you are displaying in this website today, these are existing things. Existing things. You are displaying that in the, yeah, this is existing image. You are displaying that in the web page. Simple. You are displaying existing things in the web page. Nothing new. This image was there in my server. So you are showing that. That's it. Right? So that is why makeup. It's like decorating existing things. Then how? So it uses tags. These are called tags. HTML tag, head tag, body tag, title tag. These are called tags. So these tags are having opening and closing tags. Let's learn about that next, right? First of all, let's learn about the basic structure. This is basic HTML page. It has one head, one body. So just remember this image, because you cannot have multiple heads, then it is wrong. You cannot have multiple bodies, then it is wrong, because one body, one head, one body, one head, but no legs, no arms, right? The legs and arms are these tags. Okay, so we have to properly nest this. This HTML has something called nesting. Nesting means you can put one inside another. Let's say you have a large bucket and you have a small bucket. Somebody is asking you, hey, put this small bucket to the large bucket. So then what you are going to do? Think naturally. You are going to open the large bucket, then you are asked to put the small bucket into the large bucket. First you open the large bucket, then come on guys, I'm asking the basics. If you feel sleepy, let's stop. Right? Sometimes you might feel sleepy because I started today a bit later. Just tell me, you are given a task to put the small bucket into the large bucket. So you open the large bucket, then what you have to do?
Put the small bucket into the large bucket.
Yes, put the small bucket into the large bucket. Okay, then what you have to do? Close the large bucket. Or close the small bucket.
Close the small bucket.
First you have to close the small bucket, then the large bucket. Okay, remember this example. It's very easy. It's like the bucket example. Open the large bucket, put the small bucket, close the small bucket, then close the large bucket. This is like this. Okay, this largest bucket in HTML, the root element is HTML. You have opened the large bucket. So this is the large bucket. Into this large bucket, you put head bucket. Head is the next large. Into that head bucket, you put the title bucket. Then you close the title bucket. Then you close the head bucket. And you need to put another bucket to this, that is your body bucket. After that, if you don't have anything, close the body bucket. After that, you can close the large bucket. So remember this bucket example is very, very easy. That means inside HTML element, you have head element. Inside head element, you have small title element. So title element, this is opening and this is closing, right? Because in text, we can't open like bucket, we can't close like bucket. So we have tags, title opening tag, title closing tag. So after that, head opening tag is open, title is HTML is open, head is open, title is closed first, then head is closed. After head closed, body is open, then body is closed, and after that HTML is closed. So remember this order. Okay, now you can do two things. If you have already hosted, type this code, type the same code that I have underlined, type the same code in your page. So this is the basic structure. If you don't have HTML, so if you don't have the web hosting account, still please go to this website this website, online HTML editor. Please go to this website and start typing the code. You can type it here, right? Either way. So if you are using mobile phone also, you can do. Mobile phone you can make a karana pulu. One thing is you can type this in your hosting account. Here. You can start typing the same. HTML first. Then inside that the head tag. Inside head tag the title tag. Inside the title tag, you can write the title, hello, say. After head tag, open the body tag. After body tag, close it, and inside that you can type my message here, something like this. All of the above, you have to put the doc type declaration, doc type HTML. You have to put that there. So this is your first web page. I'll show it here. Or do this in this one. Make a correct command, not this one, sorry. The HTML editor. Again, percentage doc type HTML. Then the HTML tag. Then inside head tag. Inside that, the title tag. Hello. Then inside that, the body tag. There you can write, hello, this is my page. Actually, you can see the preview here. When you type, you can see the preview here. Okay, here's the code. Start typing now. Once you're done, please tell me. So I'll be discussing, I'll stop from here, stop for today. The reason is I can do this, but I think you need to set up the environment before I proceed. Otherwise, when you delay in the initial stage, it will really affect your full journey. So this will affect next few months. So we will be finishing HTML, which is around 15 marks, SQL, another 15 marks, and PHP related things. So, and also networking lesson, all these things. So it will cover closer to 65 marks. So this will really affect that all these, all together it will be affected for every lesson. So therefore I'll stop from here, and next day I'll be discussing the remaining part. Actually, I have to discuss the HTML part as well as the IP version 6 also I'll be discussing next day. But please try to finish. You can send me WhatsApp if you're getting errors. I'll check and help you to troubleshoot. Even so, who had the connection issue, Varun, you can also send me a WhatsApp message when you're doing. So if you get any error, so then I can help you troubleshoot this and come with confidence to the next day. So because when you're doing this with confidence and when you have self-awareness of what you're doing, so it's very easy to teach. That's the reason. No force, but you better try that. You better try that and get the help and do it by yourself. Okay, then I'll stop from here for today. Good night. See you all next week.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Okay, bye.
Bye, sir.